This is Josiah Plays Neverwinter Nights 2. We are speaking with Dagon after retrieving the shard from the swamp ruins. I want to know... Is Bevel coming with me?
No. I know you value him as a friend, but he will be of no help outside of West Harbor. He would only slow you down. Bevel is made for... simpler things.
Okay, wait. Wait. What about the stuff that Bevel was carrying that's mine? Like those healing potions. Hold on.
Head to the beast.
Yeah,
Say your
don't care.
farewells. You'll return when...
Where's Bevel? Better give me back my shit. Hold on. No, I don't want to save my game first. Uh-oh. I might not have an appropriately placed quick save like I thought I did. Damn it. Well, okay. Fine. I don't care, I'm reloading this. I don't even know what's gonna happen now. I think we have to talk to the lizard folk again. Where the hell are we? Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, great and be there certainly a warm blood. And this gives you the right to intrude on our lands. What do you propose then, warm blood?
I'm gonna try a different tactic here. Let me save my tribe, and perhaps one day we can return the favor.
A favor for a favor, eh? We may have need of you. We will let you do this thing. Do what you have come here to do. We will leave the Warmbloods in peace, my followers.
Okay, this is actually a better outcome anyway, so I'm glad I reloaded. I got 100 experience points just for talking to those guys. That's not very many, but whatever. They just leave and leave all the treasure in the room? Including this fine bullet. It's alright. Sometimes I have to reload save games. That is pretty much par for the course for Josiah playthroughs. Yeah, I get the chart, it's glowing. Bevel starts crying
We were
about
risking
something.
life and limb. Dagon can do his own blasted quest from now on. When you're done, sir.
Not ready to leave yet. We've got this lovely golden chalice. 11 bullets. Okay. And I harvest cut myself. When I think about you, I harvest cut myself. I harvest cut myself. Sada wanted to reload his save in D&D. Okay. Bev.
You ready to get out of here yet?
No, actually.
What's up?
I'm gonna take these potions from you. And this scale mail. Take it off. Take it off, Bevel. That longsword, you're not gonna need that. That torch, taking it. Alright, you get nothing, Bevel. You get nothing. Now, I am ready to go.
What would you like?
You ready to get out of here yet?
You have returned, and you have brought...
That's all.
If I didn't...
Yeah, well,
No.
I don't see how.
Now, for the shard. Our talk... Bevel has it. Also, his complaining tires me, and will not serve you. Many such... All that remains are ruins. And little... That shard... My half... And so I kept one, so to speak. It would be more. It was long... We knew little... The forces... Many villagers fled. Some taking the road. That is the only reason I can think of. It is the only thing of substance in this village. I could not. You are too young to remember what occurred, I know. If so, then perhaps a second look at these shards would yield different results. But such divinations would be... I need you. Duncan owns an inn in the docks district of the city, the Sunken Flagon. Not the most reputable place, but safe enough.
Alright, we're back to where we were. Is Bevel coming with me?
No. I know you value him as a friend, but it will be of no help outside of West Harbor. He would only slow you down. Bevel is made for simpler things.
Bevel, help me in the ruins, so be respectful!
Very well. Let us waste no more time in discussing your friend. If you have other questions, ask them.
Yeah, Sunken Flagon is definitely not as good of a name as the Salty Mast. Although the Salty Mast, that's a name for a brothel, not just for an inn or a tavern. What if the beasts track me down?
That is possible, but this village cannot shelter you or survive another attack. On the road, moving, you have a chance. Once you reach Neverwinter, it may prove more difficult for them to attack you.
On the road, I have a chance. Heard this before. Why don't we dump this shard or give it up?
The problem is more complicated than that. If we give them the shard, I doubt it will prevent them from believing the second one lies here as well. Or others.
See, I think he's not telling me everything. You know why I think that? Because I've played this before, and I can tell you he's not telling me everything. Others?
We only found 2. It is possible there were others, scattered into the swamp or taken away, or have met other ends.
He knows something. See, oh, I even get... Wait a minute, my wisdom is terrible. I'm gonna fail this wisdom check. But see, if you have a good wisdom, you can actually pick up on the fact that he's not telling you everything. There's something you're not telling me.
There are many things I have chosen not to tell you, and that is because they are not relevant. Perhaps if you were to question less and heed my words, it would prevent you from becoming confused.
This guy's a dick. Because I know what he's not telling us, and it is relevant as fuck. And he's just keeping it from us, because he's a dickbag. Wow, I'm not going to threaten to beat the hells out of him, though. That's inappropriate. I've heard enough. How do I get to Neverwinter?
Head to the small port town of Highcliff when you are free of the swamp. There, seek passage on a ship to Neverwinter. The beast that attacked us will leave West Harbor alone once they realize their quarry has fled. If all goes well, you should be in Neverwinter before they find your trail. Say your farewells. Your boots may travel many roads before you return. I let some of the others know you are leaving, but not the why of it.
Number 1 is a good fucking question. Why don't you take the shard to Neverwinter?
I was raised amongst the wild elves. For all my years amongst the race of man, they make little sense to me. You are one of them, and you understand them. I have done all I can to hide your presence. If these beasts come again, West Harbor will need me.
Christ. Bullshit excuse, I say. Hide my presence. What have you done?
I have created a screen of activity. On a normal night, your trip with Bevel would have been easily spotted, but not tonight. It still may not be enough, but there is little else I can do.
That's your farewell, then.
Perhaps one day we will speak again and gain an understanding of each other.
We will. Spoiler alert. We'll speak again. You seem eager to put me in danger.
We are all in danger. I will try my very best to keep the hunters busy. If Timora wills it, your journey will be quick and safe. But Lady Luck is fickle indeed in the mare. Steel yourself for danger.
She is fickle indeed, as Saito knows. I want to talk to some people first.
Return when you are ready to leave, and we will speak of the path you must take.
All right. Journal. Dagon has told you the story of the Silver Shard, how it was found, along with another shard just like it, on the night of a great battle that killed your mother and nearly everyone in the village, except for you. The other shard is kept by Dagon's half-brother Duncan. You must take the Silver Shard to Neverwinter and speak with your foster uncle and his contacts in the city. With any luck, they will know more of the shards, and why someone would come to West Harbor looking for them. Magical shards of unknown properties, very dangerous, being hunted by fucking Githyanki and shit. Let's take this to a fucking innkeeper. That seems like the way to go. Like, isn't there like an Elrond or a Galadriel or something I can take this to? Is there a Gandalf? Where's Elminster? Dagon asked that you visit his half-brother, your foster uncle, Duncan Farlong, as soon as you arrive in Neverwinter. Duncan runs a small inn called the Sunken Flagon, located in the Docks District. You've never met Duncan. Hopefully, he'll be a tad more charismatic than his half-brother. Yeah, who is a fucking weirdo. Alright. Let's quick save. We're gonna talk to the peeps. Peeps talk. Talking to the peeps. Talking to the peeps. I don't know why I run around everywhere carrying my sword like that instead of, like, somehow sheathing it on my back or whatever, but... Wait, can I get in here now? Oh, no, I can't.
What's up? What's up?
Not much. Just chilling. There's Bevel.
So, your father sent you off to Neverwinter. As if everything that's happened tonight isn't enough adventuring for one lifetime.
They cleaned up the village surprisingly quickly. Well, we don't know how long it took us to walk to those ruins and back. We could have been gone for hours. Plus, I rested while I was out there for 8 hours. So... we've been gone a long time.
I'm hoping that you'll be back soon enough after you reach the city, but most people who leave West Harbor don't come back.
Why don't you come with me, Bevel?
Not that I'm not tempted. Amy certainly would have jumped at the chance, but
Yeah,
we
she
lost a
would've.
lot of harbormen to the attack.
Yeah, Amy would have gone with me. But you? Coward!
Hopefully your father's right, and there will be no more attacks once the shard is gone. Still, the village will need every sword arm it has. As a member of the militia, my sworn duty is to defend West Harbor. I can't just turn my back on that.
Oh, fucking... oh, Christ. Alright, fine, Bevel. I didn't want you anyway. I was just asking to be nice. Good to know the village will be in safe hands.
I'll do my best to keep the place standing for you when you return. I want to hear about all of your adventures.
Do you know what I can expect on the road?
Not really. There's an inn north of here along the road. It's the only one between here and the edge of the mare, from what I understand. Plenty of lizard folk in the swamp, of course. Just stick to the roads and you'll be fine, though. At least, that's what I've heard.
More lizard folk. Anything you can give to help me on my journey.
I've got some bandages here, though I hope you won't need to use them.
A +1 healer's kit. Okay.
You can also have my share of the loot that we found. You'll need it more than I do.
Okay, slow your roll. I already took your share of the loot. Don't act like you're giving it to me now. Ooh, I can diplomacy some more shit out of him. There must be something more you can give me.
Well, here. You can have what I've got left from my militia pay. Things are probably more expensive out there.
Okay, I gotta say it. Bevel is a pretty fucking good friend. He is. He's a pretty good friend. He just gave me 100 gold.
Wish I could go with you, but the defense of the village is important too.
I'd better get going.
Good luck. And if you run across the one who killed Amy, stick a blade through his heart for me. She deserves at least that.
Yeah. I'm going to avenge you, Amy. I feel like nothing quite like coercing your friend to give you all his stuff. This right after you stole his family chainmail. I took his sword too. Probably his family sword. Oh, that's what would have had. That's right. His stuff would have been in this bag right here. So I didn't need to go back and redo it. But I'm glad I did because I got a better resolution with the lizard folk anyway. So. Okay. I'm thinking. My character doesn't sound angry enough when I do all these random singing things. I think I should sing more angrily all the time. I am indeed very angry. The other thing I was gonna name my character build, if I didn't name it the Silver-Tongued Fury, I was gonna name it the World's Angriest Diplomat. Because he's very angry. Because you know what? He might not have told her so, but he loved Amy. Maybe not in that kind of be with you for the rest of your life kind of love. Not like a storybook romance soulmate kind of love, but in the sense of she was the only attractive woman near my age in the entire village kind of love. Look, he's a ladies' man. He's a rambling man. He's got to ramble. You understand. You can't be tied down, but for such a free-spirited libertine as Firesnake is, he still had feelings for her. And her death has shaken him to his core and tapped directly in like a drill tapping into a reservoir of oil. Within him was a reservoir of rage, and it has been tapped by the drill. There's a lot of imagery here that's seeming oddly sexual. It's been tapped by the drill of Amy's death. I don't even... Never mind. What am I even talking about?
This incursion is the most noteworthy event that's happened here in years. I had high hopes for Amy. She was a rare find in West Harbor. A shame she failed to heed her first lesson. Always listen to Tarmas. Not that I expect you would understand, but she was the only one capable of holding a coherent conversation with me. Go if you must, but mysteries remain here that need to be answered.
Amy's dead, and all you care about is how it inconveniences you.
An inconvenience? Bah! I wouldn't expect one of your small intellect to understand. Suffice to say that her loss pains me beyond mere inconvenience.
Why did you come to West Harbor if you think so little of its people?
Suffice it to say that I find the bustle of city life even less endearing than the mosquitoes here. And here I can work quietly, in exchange for teaching some mud farmer's child a bit of lore every now and again.
I'm pretty sure nobody is farming mud. We planted the mud seeds again this year. We hope to have a great mud crop. Certainly, there's more to the story than that.
There's more to it than farming and pig contests. Of that you can be certain. Come back later, then we can talk.
Oh, he wants to tell me some shit when I come back to town someday. Okay. Years ago, I overheard Georg Redfell say you came here because of the war.
That man says decidedly too much. It's true that part of the reason I came to West Harbor is because of the war that was fought here. You've probably heard it mentioned from time to time. And no doubt you've also heard the same vague accounts I have, assuming you could pry even that from the other villagers.
And the other part of the reason...
You really are a harbor man. People here possess the sort of subtlety commonly found in raging barbarian hordes.
Motherfucker, I am a
barbarian. I have nothing
barbarian.
more to say on this matter.
Why don't the other harbor men talk about the war?
And what would they say? I'm guessing that the harbormen are as much in the dark in this as the Neverwinter archivists are. The battle that was fought here didn't involve heralds and flowery declarations. It involved the wholesale slaughter of two forces, with your village in the middle. The entire village was nearly destroyed, and almost no one who stayed in West Harbor survived the night.
Do you know anything else about the war?
The whole affair is quite mysterious, I'm afraid. Demons were involved, that much is certain. But, curiously enough, there are no clear answers to who fought whom and why. I think part of it is the remoteness of the location, yes? There were few battles in the war, and all of them were fought in the Mare of Dead Men. An evil wizard was behind the whole thing. There were very few Neverwinter troops that actually saw any action, and none of them survived.
An evil wizard was behind it. What a fucking surprise. It's always a goddamn evil wizard. Can we talk about something else?
Of course. In fact, I would prefer it.
You mentioned mysteries.
The swamp has many denizens, most dangerous, and all of them particularly irksome. But these new pests are not native. So it stands to reason they traveled through leagues of swamp trails and this odious smell to get here. Anyone that desperate has to have a good reason, so whatever you're carrying, guard it carefully. Anyone fool enough to go through that much effort to come here won't give up easily. I've already lost Amy to their determination.
Wait, how the fuck do you know what I'm carrying? Did Dagon tell you what I was carrying?
Dagon didn't tell me a thing, boy. But right after the attack, you dart off into the swamp, and now you're suddenly leaving. That speaks volumes. It's obvious you fetched something out there, and I'd bet gold that whatever those bladelings were searching for is in your pack at this very moment. But I don't want to know the details. Not to be overly dramatic, but I believe such knowledge could prove dangerous.
Is there anything you can do to help me with the journey?
Help with the journey, you say? Advice. Advice is what I can give. Use that skull of yours for more than a shield. Amy obviously failed to learn this lesson. The fool girl. As functional as the famous Harborman thick-headedness is, it still won't prove much help against, let's say, a lizardling sword or javelin.
If anyone could help me on the journey, it would be you.
You aren't mistaken on that account. Fine, take this. Perhaps it will help you. Perhaps not, but don't bother asking for more. I've already lost an apprentice on your behalf. That's all you'll be getting from me.
The fuck do you mean on my behalf? It isn't my fault Amy got killed. Farewell! He gave me a potion of bark skin. Alright. That's cool. The stick concoction smells dark and musty, like a forest after heavy rains. Alright, I gotta get rid of some stuff. I don't think I'm going to yet, though.
This incursion is the most noteworthy event that's happened here in years.
You lost an apprentice but gained a cow, Nox says. Could I buy some items from you to help me on my journey?
Oh, very well. I suppose I could always use more coin.
Okay, what's it got? Same junk you had before, right? Scrolls, potions. Summons a dire wolf. Shouldn't really need any of these. Don't really need any of this stuff. I do kind of want the fife of blasting, but it's really expensive. Do I want to sell anything? Bark skin, torch, longsword, scale mail. Bullets don't sell for anything. Bolts +1. Okay. That's it. We're up to 1,200 gold. Tarmus, if you just killed that Githyanki faster, Amy wouldn't have died. Yeah, so she died because you weren't a good enough wizard. Exactly. Or a good enough teacher, apparently. Basically, it was just your failure all over the place. She was crushed under an avalanche of your failure. That's how Amy died. Bum, 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 bum. I have a lot of healing potions now. 10, 10. 3. Not sure why it says 20 and not 23, but okay.
This incursion is the most noteworthy event that's happened here in years.
So we talked to Tarmus. Wish you a safe return. Good luck on your journey. Retta Starling, aka Bevel's mom.
Ah, it's young Bevel's friend. Thank you for bringing my son back safely from the mere. Bevel is still rather shaken from the attack and the loss of your friend. I'm grateful you were there to watch over him. I understand that you've been sent to Neverwinter, the city of skilled hands. I just pray you fare better than Bevel's brother Lorne.
Yeah, Lorne was a loser.
Whatever happened to Lorne? He went to fight in the war with Luskin, right? He's never come back. I don't know if he's dead or alive.
You're awestruck that Bevel is not dead? Yeah, he's not dead, but he can't come with you, so he's still, basically, he's like he's dead to you. Forlorn Lorne? Hashtag Forlorn Lorne, Nox.
A lot of soldiers died during the war with Luskin. I just pray he wasn't one of them. Brother Mering says never give up hope, but it's been such a long time. I just want to know what happened. If he died, it would be good to put him to rest with the rest of his family. Give him the honor of a proper soldier's burial. If I find out anything, I'll let you know. That would put an old widow's mind at ease. Such a strapping young lad, Lorne was. If he's still alive, perhaps he'll want to return home.
Look, I don't want to talk trash about your son, lady, but let's just say his girth slider was only like 3/4 of the way maxed out, alright?
Bevel has tried to care for all the family in Lorne's stead, but he still misses his elder brother very much, as does the rest of the family.
I got a quest.
Have you ever been to Neverwinter? I was born there. Bet you didn't know that. My husband met me at a fair. But I hear during the war with Luskin, a lot of the city was burned down. Don't listen to that old fool, Georg Redfell, though. He'd have you think every last building was destroyed. But that's another matter. I think of Neverwinter from time to time. I do miss its streets and the river. Whatever happened to Lorne? He went to fight in the war with Luskin, right?
Wait, didn't I already ask her that? Yeah, I already asked her that. Okay.
Have you ever been to Neverwinter?
Oh wait, I already asked her that too! What is wrong with me? Why am I asking the same questions again?
I've never left the village. Do you have any advice? Always respect the city watch. They guard the city and they're the law. Just mind the lessons you've learned here. Harbormen are tougher than those city folk. Is there anything you can do to help me with my journey? I'm afraid I have nothing to give. Those creatures pillaged our house thoroughly.
I don't know that it was those creatures that pillaged your house exactly. I might have been involved in the house pillaging.
Farewell!
Villager. There's Georg. There's Brother Mering. There's Villager.
Luck on your journey.
There's nobody over here. There's nothing over here. This is an irrelevant area now. Wait. Oh. Well, that villager's not gonna fucking say anything. They'll lock you up on bullshit, completely justified, absolutely factual charges And then steal all your gold. Yeah. Steal all of the gold that you just stole. Yeah. I know, you've been so fucking wronged. Orland's here. Orland.
So you're headed off to Neverwinter, are you? Just remember that you're a harborman and don't take any guff from the city folk. We harbormen can take care of ourselves. We don't need any fancy wall to keep us safe.
How have the fields been recently?
I've heard it said the first people came to West Harbor because it was one of the only sections of dry ground in the swamp. Swamps have plenty of fertile soil, perfect for growing all manner of crops. It's been good like that for years. This past season has been tough, though.
Why is this season so bad?
That's a 3 platinum question right there. We have more water than we know what to do with, and the soil seems as rich as ever, too.
Cool story, bro. Can you help me out with anything? Basically just completely ended that topic. You were trying to save children. The gold you earned through gambling. Deprive an evil family of resources to enact more evil. Okay, buddy, sure. Keep telling your story. Keep telling your story. Nobody is convinced. Is there anything you can do to help me with the journey?
Here, take this. Harbormen take care of their own, not like them city dwellers. You remember that.
Potion of cure. Moderate wounds, thank you.
If I had more to spare, I would, gladly. But after this attack, and with the season we've been having, well, this is the best I can do for you.
Thanks, Orland. You know what? You're alright. Brother Maring. You better give me some shit. You're a cleric.
West Harbor is safe for now, and in part due to your efforts. I'm sorry about your friend. I wish I could have saved her.
I wish you could have fucking saved her too, pal. Oh, I could get all sassy with them. I'm a little bit salty about Amy's death. I think my character's gonna lip off a bit here.
You probably could have saved her if you hadn't been hiding with the children.
I understand your anger, but there was nothing I could have done for your friend, even had I been there. Dagon mentioned you were headed to Neverwinter. It's a bad time to be traveling. Galen the merchant told us about his journey, and unless his tales were taller than usual, your road to Neverwinter won't be an easy one. I will pray for your safety. The Mirror of Dead Men is fast becoming dangerous.
What's making the swamp more dangerous?
As the farmers here are fond of reminding me, I'm new to this town. But in my years of living here, I've noticed that even a swamp has its seasons. And now it's entering a weary winter. Every morning I greet the dawn, and Lathander's blessings are becoming more distant. Swamp's danger is more than just lizardlings and bandits. Something else is stirring in its depths.
Do you know anything more specific?
That's the only thing harbormen seem to want from me. Answers. And being a priest isn't about answers. It's about keeping faith when the answers do not easily come. I think it's also about answers.
What do you know about my father?
Your father? Well, foster father, you mean? You're leaving us, and I've kept my own counsel on this for years, but you have asked. Dagon keeps to himself, and I think it's reprehensible how he treats you. I sense his soul was gravely wounded many years ago. His soul was gravely wounded. Wounds like that heal slowly, if at all. I'm sorry you weren't raised in a home where you were treated more as family, rather than a painful reminder. Dagon gave me a lot of freedom and let me make my own decisions. I sincerely hope his plan was to build your character and not simple neglect. One day I hope he breaks out of his state. If anyone is in need of the Morning Lord's light, it is he. But he spurns me, of course. I have said perhaps too much on this subject. Can we talk about something else? I'm sorry, of course. Have you learned any more about the attack on the village? I'm afraid you know as much as I about the attacks, and every hour gives no new truths. The Duergar and Bladelings came here for a reason, though, and I fear this is far from over. Why do you keep trying to teach Harbormen about Lathander? It's refreshing to have someone just come out and ask it. Harbormen value their privacy so much they don't know what to make of someone like me. I'm here because the dawn's light touches all men, even here. Each day is a chance for a new beginning, a new story, a new you. So I came here to spread Lathander's words to people whose lives are sometimes too often shadowed by the fogs from the mere. Why does West Harbor need Lathander so much? Sometimes this village feels like a collection of hermits rather than a community. The right words and a little faith could change this, draw Harbormen closer together. Is there anything you could do to help me with the journey? I am a humble priest with little to give except the blessings of my lord. Those blessings you shall have, though. I could use some healing. Thanks for the heals, bro. Georg. You can raise money from the worshippers.
So, Dagon is sending you to Neverwinter, eh? I can't say I approve. If it were a militia matter, I wouldn't send you alone. But I don't have any right to tell him how to raise his child. Can you at least tell me why you're going? Your father wouldn't tell me a thing.
Yes, this is a magical shard and I'm taking it. Please tell everyone in the village. Why do you want to know?
I lead the militia, so I look after people. That includes you. So, why are you leaving?
I've been looking for any excuse to leave here.
I've always thought your ambition was bigger than our village. But now, it won't be easy reaching Neverwinter. I've traveled that way once or twice. It's a dangerous journey, especially for one traveling alone. You might want to ask around the village. If you're going to leave, some folks might be able to offer some help.
What can you tell me about the road to Neverwinter?
The road is as wild as a road can get and still be called a road. And that was before the patrols stopped coming. There's only the one road in the mare, and that leads to us. There's a small inn on the way. Makes most of his trade off adventurers and the like. Galen, you remember him? The merchant? Well, he says the road is even worse than before. Lizardlings and other creatures have been sighted, and in large numbers.
What sort of dangers are in the swamp?
Lizardlings you already know, although the ones around here are the weakest of their lot. So if you see others, expect a tough fight. The swamp beetles and other critters have been more active too. Adar said he saw a whole nest of them not 2 moons back, scuttling around the mare. And lastly, stick to the road. I hear there are spiders, walking dead, and worse, off the road.
Why did the patrols along the road stop?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I can say is I wish they'd start up again. Might have prevented the attack on us, or at least given us some warning.
What can you tell me about Galen?
He's about the only merchant that comes our way. Does it once or twice a year. And thank Joaquin he does. We don't have a blacksmith, so he sells us what we can't make ourselves. With the way he loves to stop and chat, I wouldn't be surprised if you caught up with him.
Can we talk about something else?
Of course. Like what?
Hear any stories of the outside world?
So, you want to hear a story? Look out for the swamp elf. You see, an elf never stops growing, and usually they head to Evermeet before they get much bigger than human-sized. But one of the eldest lives in our own swamp. Huge he is, tall as a tree.
What? This is not true. Tall as a tree?
It's the truth, I say. This giant elf has been known to hurl rocks great distances, and it has the evil eye. If it ever locks eyes on you...
Does anyone ever believe you?
Oh, here I am trying to educate you about the journey, and this is the thanks I get?
Can you give me anything to help on the journey?
You may not have trained under me, but I've always enjoyed your company, and you acquitted yourself well with the village defense. Here, take this shield. It's always served me well. And even if you don't use it, you can sell it for some gold that might do you some good.
Do I look like I use a shield? Alright. Farewell, Georg, farewell. I got a light shield, and it's probably not even magical. Oh my god! Alright, he gave me a magic item. We're cool. We're cool, Georg. You're my homie. A magic shield is a whole different kettle of fish. I don't think there's fish involved. I mean, I'm not going to use it, but someone in my party might. Alright. I think we've talked to everyone. The swamp elf. I mean, we didn't see her. We, the players, player and viewers, saw the swamp elf, or a elf in the swamp. Our characters didn't see her because she was lurking, but she was not some giant elf thing that he's talking about. Okay. I think it's time.
Save on number 5. It is time to leave West Harbor. But I think we'll be back one day.
Have you said your farewells?
What do I need to do again?
Take the shard to your Uncle Duncan in Neverwinter. He will know more of its mysteries than I. Do not show anyone the shard, and tell no one of your mission.
Anything you can give me to help on the journey?
Take anything you need from our home. Speak with the wizard
Already
Thomas
did.
as well. He may have a few odds and ends that he'd be willing to part with.
I'm ready to go!
To get to Neverwinter, take the road that borders the Starling Farm out of town. It is the only road through the Mare of Deadmen, so following it will be easy. The road itself has not been patrolled for some time, and few travel it. Move quickly, and you may be able to avoid the many beasts of the Mare.
This road doesn't sound too safe!
I suspect you will see your share of battle before you reach Neverwinter. Stray from the road, and the danger is even greater. I've made it known that you travel directly for the city, in the hopes that the enemy will pursue you along the high road. Instead, you will head to the small port town of Highcliff once you are clear of the swamp. From there, you will seek passage on a ship to Neverwinter.
Why must I go by boat?
Your trip to Neverwinter will be quicker by water, and my attempt at misdirection may allow you to reach Highcliff before the enemy becomes aware of your true route. I have nothing more to say. It is time for you to go, my son. Each moment you remain here brings greater risk to the village. You should not be here. The enemy must be drawn away from our village, not towards it. Do what you need to do and be gone quickly.
Alright, I get it. Retta Starling says that her son, Lorne Starling, went off to fight in the Luskan War in Neverwinter several years ago. The casualties of that war were reportedly high, and she fears that he is dead. If you come across any information about Lorne, she would appreciate the news. So I have 2 quests, Soldier Story and Investigating the Silver Shard. I've got all the stuff I can get. I've said farewell to everyone. I've shed tears for Amy, and now it's time to roll out. Warning! You are now leaving West Harbor. The West Harbor Militia will be unable to protect you beyond this point. I don't think the West Harbor Militia can protect me anyway. I think I'm the one that does the protecting around here. I'm the Barbarian. I'm the Silver-Tongued Fury. I am Fire Snake. Diplomacy 10, motherfuckers. Alright. Well... So the Weeping Willow Inn is my next destination. I think... Before I go there, I'm gonna save over this save. Weeping Willow Inn. The city of Luskan was formerly ruled by 5 high captains, all former pirates. A recent civil war killed or displaced all 5. However, the Arcane Brotherhood still effectively rules the city. It's clearly not an elf. A giant thing lurking in the swamp is a matter of concern. Well, there's all kinds of monsters in the swamp. It's a big swamp. Besides, it sounded more like a tall tale than a real thing, anyway. We're still in a swampy area. Some shenanigans taking, some brawlers over here. Alright, well, we'll go check this inn out. Quick save. In our next episode. Yes, we will. If you're watching the stream, I'm not done streaming. But if you're watching on YouTube, you know it's that time. The time for an episode to end. So I hope you enjoyed it. I thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Neverwinter Nights 2.